We are live. Estamos en vivo. Another edition of the All Sports Matters. I am your host, Amir Sharaz Ortiz, Mr. All Sports Matters himself. What is going on out there on Facebook, YouTube land? Hey, this weekend we got everything going on. When I mean everything, I mean everything. Everything going on this weekend, obviously. We are going to discuss it because this is the playoff edition of the All Sports Matters podcast. Again, I'm your host, Mr. All Sports Matter himself, Amir Sharaz Ortiz, bringing you live. What's going on out there? We try to get set up here, try to make sure we share, we add, we paste and copy, paste, whatever it may be. We even try to decide what time Best Buy is closed, so we make sure they know that we are live on Facebook and YouTube. Again, on the All Sports Matters podcast. I was out last week, had some things to do with the children, but I am back. But I am not alone. I am never alone. All the brothers are in the house, one by one. We got one brazen oxtail right now. I'm going to bring him onto the stage while he brazes. Mr. Brazen himself, the chef is up again. What is going on, Mr. Desmond?
Man, what it do? Look, I'm out here experimenting, dude. I'm trying to get my life together. I'm trying to break ground on something new.
Okay.
Candy Red Nuggets, baby.
No, hey, look, you definitely. I was about to say one up me, but you always seven up me. And I don't mean to drink. You always take it to the utmost when you come to you and your cooking. I know that's what you do, Mr. Chef. You do what you do. We do what we do here on the All Sports Matters podcast. Our producer is next to the stage, Mr. JB himself. What's going on, sir?
JBZ, Fosheezy. I just want everybody to know Celtics is trash and I hate them.
We are not starting on that foot this week.
That's how we started.
Whether we agree with you or not, we're not starting on that foot.
That's how we started.
We're going to try to start on the other foot and bring Mr. Moore himself. Fleck, welcome to the stage. How's it going?
What up?
I know you're a little tired after, I don't know how you do it, 3 hours one way, 3 hours the other way. I would have took 4 naps in between.
You be tripping.
That's tired, but work has to be done. Work has to be done,
and sports don't stop sporting. That should be a phrase somewhere. We should. Sports don't stop sporting. Can we not patent that? I haven't heard that in a while.
Well, I mean, you might want to now since you didn't announce it live to the world.
Hey, sports don't stop sporting. Big weekend. The NBA playoffs technically already started a couple of days ago with the playing games going to full force. I believe Saturday. Saturday, Eastern Conference starts during the day. NHL playoffs start on Saturday. UFC had a big weekend last weekend, and WWE got a huge weekend this weekend with WrestleMania. And we're also 1 week away from the NFL draft. So a lot of teams doing private workouts to certain players. Today, the Giants brought in Shedeur Sanders, and we'll discuss all that as we go. But we're going to start with the NBA playoffs. We're not going to pick a winner quite yet. We're going to stay within the parameters where we're at in the play-in. Is there any play-in teams that can create some noise going forward? Chef, I see your face. What you got?
I can tell you right now. I don't know if Golden State stays healthy. I don't know if anybody want to really see them if they get it cracking because Steph is real different right now. He's on a tear right now, and he got a nice wingman now with Jimmy B, who is hungry for a ring. So, and we all know what Jimmy does in the playoffs. He's real different. So that's my playing team that I don't know if anybody want to face them and let them get real hot if they can stay healthy.
I do agree with you. I do have Chef Curry I see what you did there. No wonder you picked them, Chef Cross. I see what
Yeah,
you
like
did. That's actually a biased pick, but you're not wrong. You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
you gotta let them cook. You gotta let them cook.
JB talked to me. Does any of these playing teams have a chance?
Let me tell you something. I'm on the same level and same wavelength with the chef right there. Them Golden State Warriors, they ended the season right where they needed to be, and Houston Rockets got a problem on their hands. That they not gonna make it out the first round. They about to get punched in the mouth real hard because you number 2 seed, but you coming up against the chef and Jimmy Buckets, so it's about to be an issue for you. I'm sorry, it's not gonna happen. So I got Golden State as well.
Fleck, 2-part question. Do you feel the same way? And B, should the Rockets have a chip on their shoulder because everybody's counting them out in the first round?
For me, that West is so crazy though. Like 2 through 8, they were only separated by 2 games, 2 or 4 games. My bad. 2 through 8, they were only separated by 4 games. So anybody can get hot. But yeah, I agree with all of you guys. I think the Warriors are the scariest of the play-in teams. But I think those Rockets, I think they're gonna show people that don't count them out. They're young, they don't care. They got nothing to lose at this point. They playing with house's money at this point. They ain't got nothing to lose. If they don't win, it's gonna be because they're young and they need the experience. You know what I'm saying? So
of young,
the narrative around them, they have nothing to lose.
the Oklahoma City Thunder was in the same boat last season. Not have a year experience in there with that squad, plus a healthy Chet Holmgren. Who in the West should the Thunder worry about? Is this the Thunder's conference to win?
I got them winning it all. So
At this point, I think it's the Thunders to win, or is the Thunders to lose.
Yeah.
I don't really see another team knocking them off at this point.
No, if they play the way they've been playing, I don't know if anybody can stop them. Seriously, they're young, they're hungry, they have a strong nucleus. They play really good defense for a young team, and they act like they've been here before. Seriously, act like they've been here before. So I agree. I got them winning it all. I think it's going to come down to them in Boston, and if anybody can stop them, I'm going with Boston. That'll be about it. And I don't know if Boston can even slow them down.
So before we get to the East, who is the other team you guys have on the West side?
that could possibly come out of the West.
Oh, who do you know? Who do you have? We're talking about these brackets that we're all supposed to be filling out.
I know. What are you asking them?
Yeah, who other than the Thunder is coming out? Western Conference Championship game there.
I like. It depends on what version of the Nuggets we get.
That's
If you can't count Joker out.
And see that the bad thing is if it bounce a certain way, you go have the Thunder and the Nuggets playing in the second round, which would.
Yeah.
You know,
I thought he was asking who else, if not the Thunder, who else? I didn't know you meant
in the finals.
in the.
I
in the
got
Right,
the Warriors. Honestly, I said, like I said earlier, the Warriors, if they healthy, I just don't know if that side of their bracket. I don't think nobody can stop them over there. Like only people over. I mean, you got LeBron with
with Luka.
I mean, that's great, but
You got Ant over there.
yeah, but you got Ant-Man and the Rockets. I just don't think they can stop them. So I say the Warriors. It'll be the Warriors and the Thunder in the finals on the West side.
I honestly, and with no bias, because I didn't go into the playoffs being a fan of a team, honestly, but I think it'll be the Lakers, and it'll go down to 7 games, the Lakers and the Warriors in the what is it, the semis? Yeah. I think it'll come down to 7 games with the Lakers and the Warriors, and the Lakers would edge them out right there in the last game to make it the Thunder and the Lakers, but the Thunder will still come out on top and trounce the Lakers in the conference finals.
Who's playing defense for the Lakers?
That part.
Bronny James, duh. But
Did you say that with a straight face?
He
I
said
did
it with
not.
a straight semi-face.
If the
But
Thunder
I
get
got-
by the Nuggets, I believe I'm going right back to what Flex said. The Nuggets are built to be balanced enough to take out the Thunder, and they have the experience. If they get past the Nuggets, I don't think anybody else is stopping the Thunder. I think the Nuggets is the only team that can do that, match up with them. But I too have the Thunder, and I also got the Golden State Warriors beating the Lakers in our semifinals.
Yeah.
I got the Thunder. I had to go pull up my bracket. I got the Thunder and the Rockets in the Eastern Conference. I mean, in the Western Conference Finals.
Sure, you have the Rockets beating the Warriors.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I mean, I can respect
I
that.
like it though, man. But like I said, man, that West is so volatile. I mean, like
Right.
I said, 2 through 8, they're only separated by 4 games, so it's like
It's a crapshoot.
it's so even.
It's a crapshoot to toss up in there.
Right.
Now, let me ask you this though, real quick. With the way the seeding is going, isn't it normally the top seed play the lowest seed?
No,
So
they don't reseed.
They don't reseed like that because
No.
NBA
do that though.
NBA does not reseed. No.
No,
Yeah.
it's just how the
You
bracket looks.
You got top bracket go this way, and it stays like that. Bottom
It was
bracket
a different.
stays like
It was
that.
the other bracket I was looking at.
Only the NFL and
Yes,
baseball
that's the one I was-
reseed.
That's the thing I was talking about. Okay, we good.
We still got one more playing game tonight, right?
We got
Tonight.
2 more. We got
2.
another one tomorrow.
Yeah.
There's 2 tonight.
Oh no, yeah, there
No,
is
we're
one.
not tonight. It's
There's one
It's,
tonight, one tomorrow.
Yeah, it is one tomorrow. That's right. I forgot. It is one. It's the Memphis.
Yeah, Memphis and Mavericks will play tomorrow.
Dallas.
Yeah.
Tonight is the Eastern.
Yes. The Magic.
see,
No,
No,
Magic
see who-
they play
see who the
both.
Cavs play.
Both games are Friday.
Both games are Friday, so
Yeah,
it's
the Heat and the Hawks, and then Dallas and Memphis,
it's the Heat and Hawks.
Oh,
and then Dallas and Memphis.
Yeah.
the Heat and the Hawks. Well,
Yeah.
welcome
Yeah,
to
both of the
show.
games are tomorrow night. Both of the games are Friday.
I don't,
Yeah,
I
'cause
don't,
they
I don't
end up
see,
playing on Sunday.
either one of those teams making any noise against the Cavaliers and
Nah.
the Celtics. But since we're on the East, top 2, Cavaliers is number 1 seed, right?
Right.
Everybody's been sleeping on them. They won the division or the conference. Not as easy as the Thunder, but quite easily. They kept the pace. Why don't the Cavaliers get the respect that they obviously earned? What are we missing when it comes to the Cavaliers?
They ain't done nothing yet.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that's the easy answer, but I mean, it's
But neither
they
have
don't play an exciting brand of basketball. They get the job done. Don't get me wrong. They get the job done, but they don't play an exciting brand of basketball.
Yeah, they're not wowing anybody.
Like you're not. The Cavs are not must-see NBA games. You know what I mean? If that makes sense.
Hell, have they been on TV more than 3 or 4 times this year?
But no, they've been on ESPN pretty much all
Yeah,
season.
they've been on for years.
I missed them.
But I'm not trying to knock the Boston Celtics, but the Boston Celtics wasn't must-see TV either for the last few years, up until last year. So what are we missing when it comes to that?
What do you mean they weren't?
They weren't.
Yes, I don't know. I'm biased on that, so I don't know.
It was must-see to you because that's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to knock them, but it wasn't like
I didn't think so. For me, like the style of ball that they played, Boston being a name brand, maybe that's it too. The Cavs aren't a name. You know what I'm saying? One of the why are you
Big
looking like
names.
that? Yeah.
The Knicks, the Lakers, the Celtics.
Right. So I mean, that alone, you know what I'm saying, for the Celtics made them, you know what I'm saying. And then I like the style ball. I'm biased. I don't know. You want to ask Rob or Jim? Yeah.
Chef. What am I missing on the if we're being honest, this is not a knock on the Celtics, not a knock on the Cavaliers. For years, the Eastern Conference has not been elevated as far as the media, as far as the TV time, as far as this is going back to when LeBron was with the Cavaliers. How many years we talking about the East has been weak? How many times has he railroaded, the East, and it was like the East is just not. When the Raptors won the championship, the Eastern still didn't get no credit. This has been.
But I think that was more. But I think that was more of the media being Bron centric than anything else.
Yeah, because they were heavy Bron.
Well, I got that, but
And they're not anymore.
they got TV time.
Bron ain't in the East anymore.
You're not on the East no more, so
I know, but
you don't have to highlight
In the West, and he can't. The West is like so even.
Yeah.
You know, it's like when Bron was in the East, it was the Cavs. You already could.
It was whatever he was. The Cavs are the Heat.
You can already pencil him in as the 1 seed. You know what I mean?
You can look at it in the same lens as when Jordan was in the league and they would focus on the East, how hard it was to get through the East all the time. It really wasn't a big focus on the West because it seemed like all the major star power at that time. And yeah, there were stars in the West. And I'm not taking away from any NBA player that was in that time frame, but everybody saw that. They highlighted the East more during that time. You had the rivalries. So you had those rivalry games. You had the Bulls versus Indiana Pacers. You had the Bulls versus the Pistons. The Bulls versus the New York Knicks. The Bulls versus the Miami.
You guys are absolutely right. The Utah Jazz never got as good as they were. They never got the credit they deserved. It was just a 2-man game with Karl Malone and John Stockton. The Phoenix Suns had an exciting team with Charles Barkley, Dan Marley, Kevin Johnson, Tom Chambers. Who else I'm missing? You know what I'm saying? They
always had that though. Like, because you can even skip forward to when Amari Stoudemire and Steve Nash was there. Like, Phoenix always had that exciting.
Leandro Bobo.
Until now.
But when the Lakers,
no.
And here's the thing, though. But when the Lakers were trash prior to Kobe, the West, there was some dog years there where the Lakers weren't the Lakers. Talk the Showtime Lakers. Fix your face, Mr. Producer. That the Lakers weren't getting TV time. Well, they were getting TV time, but the West was just boring because the Lakers wasn't the Lakers.
So between Showtime and Shaq.
Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. It's
because when Shaq got there, he got Nick Van Exel, and they just started doing craziness.
I mean, after Shaq left and before Gasol got there, the Lakers was
they were pretty bad. Yeah, they were pretty bad.
No, he said before Kobe, so I was trying to define the time when he was talking about when he said before Kobe.
Yeah,
I know. I was talking to Amir.
Yeah, they were bad. No,
I was responding to Amir.
Trust me, they were bad. I know they were bad. Shaq in Orlando is getting more play than the Lakers. But either way, going back to my original question, is it the star power that the Cavaliers don't have? But we're talking about they got good players: Donovan Mitchell, Evan Mobley, Jared Allen on the defensive side. They're playing fundamental basketball.
That's it, right there. What you just said. They're playing fundamentally strong basketball with not a household name type, and not really the household name type, but household star power name.
They don't have a superstar to speak of.
The superstar, right? Everybody seems like they're on the same level with them. It seems like, even though Donovan Mitchell is the man.
I'm going right back to you, Chef. With that being said, what are the two teams you got reaching the Eastern Conference Finals?
Cleveland and Boston.
JB?
I got Cleveland and Boston.
The East was easy to call. It was 1, 2, 3, 4, and then Cleveland and Boston in the championship.
I'm pretty sure you got the same thing, Fleck.
I do.
Who's 4?
Your Knicks.
New York.
No, Knicks are 3.
Really? No,
Pacers are 4. Pacers are 4.
Pacers.
Okay. And that leads
I
to
got the Bucks beating the Pacers.
and that's I already knew the answer to that. I was setting it up to the next question because I got Milwaukee moving on, and I had that prior to Dame Lillard being cleared to play
He's
today.
clear.
I did too.
Do the Milwaukee Bucks make some noise?
I got them beating the Pacers in the first round, but then losing to the Cavs in the second round.
They'll get past the Pacers, but I don't see them getting past Cleveland.
I got it going 1, 2, 3, 4. Real quick.
I
got 1, 2,
3,
1, 2,
5.
3, 5.
3, 5. Yeah, I was gonna say yeah. I got 1, 2, 3, 5.
So everybody's in agreement. Cavaliers and Boston in the Eastern Conference Finals.
That's who I got.
This is the lamest playoff
I mean,
podcast I've ever seen.
It's
We
easy.
all say the same thing. I got them
What
too.
you want us to do?
I mean,
I got
now
the
I'm going to say
Cavaliers.
this. I am going to say this. Your Knicks are in for a boatload of fights in their series because the Pistons are going to give y'all everything y'all could ever want.
Man, don't say
I legit almost picked the Pistons over the Knicks because Cade Cunningham is balling his ass off right now.
Don't say nothing about a boat to a New York fan.
The Knicks have taken care of Detroit during the regular season just fine, albeit they're 0-12 against the top 3 teams in the NBA, meaning Oklahoma City, Cavaliers, and Celtics. So they played the Pistons, and I got them beating the Pistons. In my head, I actually got them giving the Celtics a good run for their money. And actually winning 2 games at least, I wouldn't.
I think I'm gonna beat the Pistons too, but I wouldn't be surprised if Detroit came out of that one because, like I said, Cade Cunningham, he's finally playing like the number 1 pick that he was.
Yes, yeah, he is.
He finally put it together and he is balling.
That team needs more than Cade Cunningham, but they're heading in the right direction. So Pistons and Monty Williams have done. That's his coaching, right? Yeah. No.
Yeah.
No. He left Bickerstaff, I think.
Yeah,
And
JB Bickerstaff.
JB Bickerstaff, son of Bernie. They're doing great things out of Detroit. I was shocked that Orlando took a step back because I thought they took a step forward last year, but it took somewhat of a step back.
Injuries.
This year.
The injuries got them bad.
Yeah, I mean,
Banchero took a step back in his game.
He was hurt.
Yeah.
He was hurt. Both of the Wagners got hurt. Like they had a ton of injuries. I'm surprised they made.
Mo and Franz are they brothers?
Yeah,
they are brothers.
Yeah.
Didn't know that, but for some reason I was listening to Kendrick Perkins today. He's like, "This is gonna be the most exciting playoffs we've had in a long time." This is the most, to me anyway. The only way it makes it exciting is if each series goes to 7 games and they're that close. But for me, I think it's more, what's the word? Obvious, not obvious, but what's the word I'm looking for?
What are you trying to say?
Yeah.
The outcomes. They're predictable.
Predictability.
I think they're gonna be predictable.
Not as predictable as the WrestleMania card.
Yeah, we'll get to that here at the end of the show, and
that's gonna be fun.
Yeah, there's that. I don't think it's going to be unless they pull out. We'll get there. We'll get there. We were 1 week away from the NFL draft, and we will get to the public here in the next couple of days when we will have our draft special next week. It should be early next week, sometime, so we can knock this out.
Tuesday or Wednesday.
Yeah.
Tuesday or Wednesday.
Yeah, one of those 2 days.
I know my producer is busy on Wednesday.
Not Tuesday.
I thought she was busy on Wednesday. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it off camera. This is the All Sports Matter 24/7 show. We'll discuss it off camera. But the media today was hijacked by one said Aaron Rodgers.
Ron.
Who, in his words, says he doesn't owe any team anything as far as a decision on his career. Fair, foul, and why should the Steelers just move on right now?
Turn this
I
motherfucker.
said they should have moved on when he was sitting there flirting with the Vikings, and the Vikings basically told him to go to hell.
That's exactly it. He up here playing in people's face. So
Right.
I'm gonna just be real with you. I'm pretty positive Pittsburgh ain't finna even deal with him because I already know they don't function like that. That franchise, they don't even.
Apparently they do right now.
And they apparently so.
Because he holding them hostage.
Now I'm wondering, and I'm an Alabama guy. Everybody knows it through and through. I am seriously wondering if they are about to draft Jalen Milroe in the first round, and I don't think so. But it seems really weird that somebody has this dude coming to the draft on day one. Now he may end up sitting in the green room until day two.
He is.
And get drafted in, which I can see that.
He is. He will.
But it would be because I know Mike Tomlin really likes Jalen Milroe a lot.
But you know what? I'm not gonna say no to that because last year did any of us have Penix going?
No.
First round? We didn't even have him going first round, and he went top 10.
He went top 10. So anything is possible.
Right. So I won't even. I'm not gonna say. I'm gonna say no, but I mean, we've been blindsided before.
We've been off before. So
when I said something about him last week, y'all laughed me off the show
because it doesn't make sense.
I know it don't make sense, but I mean, I'm just saying,
that's why we were laughing. But
it was just me and you on the show last week. What did we laugh you off about?
Rob was there when saying that the Saints was looking at him if Shedeur wasn't there.
Can I?
Millwall?
Yeah.
Can I ask a question,
that was
guys?
last week.
As your host, can I ask a question?
That was the week before.
That was last week.
At what point do anybody believe that Milroe would get selected over Jackson Dart?
I don't.
And I'm like I said, I'm an Alabama guy.
So
he's
shouldn't
not getting drafted over Jackson Dart.
so
But Jackson Dart is not going to make it down to where Pittsburgh is picking. I think Jackson Dart going to be off the board way before that.
by who then? I'll go right back to you. By who?
Either the Giants, the Saints, or
Maybe.
who was
Saints
the
looking at
the Raiders or the Raiders.
Raiders ain't taking him at 6.
Raiders taking Ashton.
Hold on, guys.
They should
Hold on,
take
guys.
Ginty. They should.
I will get to you two in a minute. I'm gonna go right back to Rob. I'm gonna get to you guys here in a minute. We do agree that the top 3 quarterbacks, rated wise, who fall is Cam Ward, obviously, Shedeur Sanders, then Jackson Dart. Correct? Are we agreeing on that? Everybody should be head. Yeah. Now, with that being said, obviously the Giants are the wild card. We don't know this point. We all expecting them to pull some out their ass as far as messing it up. But if he doesn't, we're expecting Shedeur to fall to 9 to the Saints.
Right.
Are we agreeing to that?
Yes. And then the Giants GM just come out and say, well, we just signed these 2 guys, so we don't necessarily need to draft a quarterback.
Man, you believe anything these GMs say this time of the year?
I mean, it's the Giants.
Especially not the Giants.
It's the Giants GM.
Yeah.
They're gonna tell you they want their guy to get to him. So they're gonna tell you whatever.
Yeah, they'll say whatever. I mean,
It ain't like they're that deep in the first round, and it's the Giants GM. So
I'm gonna give an
kind
example.
of ridiculous.
I'm gonna give an example of brief history. Just happened a few years back when Houston, Texas traded right back in and picked up Caleb Stroud and Will Emerson back to back. So obviously,
Caleb Stroud.
His first name is Caleb. Don't get it twisted.
Caleb Jerome.
Yeah, there we go. Now, with that being said, like I was saying, 9, we're expecting Shedeur to fall to the Saints unless the Saints mess that up. After that, who needs a quarterback? That's why I'll come right back to you, Chef. Who needs a quarterback after that? Pittsburgh at 22, 23, whatever they fall under.
Yeah, Pittsburgh.
I don't even know where the J in his name come from. Oh, but go ahead.
Junior.
Yeah, no. Pittsburgh is the next one that needs a quarterback. But again, do you want to draft him in the first round and then have to pay him first round draft pick money?
Who?
And,
Who?
Jalen Milroe.
You still stuck on this Jalen Milroe.
I thought that's what you said. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. That was me. That was me. Messed that
The
up.
question that we all agreed on was
Jackson Dart.
Jackson Dart getting drafted before Jalen Milroe. Unless you see something we don't.
No. That's why I was like, no, don't draft him.
Unless you see something we don't.
I'm gonna be real with you. That Jackson Dart to the Steelers would be nice.
Now I can see the Giants moving up to late 20s.
Yeah,
and picking
and
up.
They would trade, and they have the picks to trade.
Or the Raiders draft, Giants, Raiders, those teams coming back in the late 20s and getting a Jalen Milroe. Maybe.
What was the question though? We stuck on Milroe. What was the question?
Jackson Dart.
Pittsburgh.
No, before that.
Over Milroe.
Yeah, he said, would Jackson Dart be drafted over Milroe? And we said, yeah. And I was saying that Jackson Dart in Pittsburgh, that could be nice.
But what was the question you asked initially, Amir?
Man, I don't know.
You asked what other teams in the draft needed a quarterback, right?
Get a quarterback, yes, sir.
Before Pittsburgh is what you said. Okay. No, I just wanted to make sure I was on the right page.
Wait,
that wasn't before.
I thought you still talking to Rob about it.
I don't know. You brought it back up. Obviously, you're trying to remind me of something. Answer it. What team needs a quarterback prior to Pittsburgh?
I don't know.
Now, we already
after
did
the Saints and before the.
Yes, sir. Between 10 and 22 or 21.
Cleveland
No.
should be in that group.
Cleveland picks two though.
Pick second.
No, I'm saying who else needs a quarterback? But
what I'm saying is between picks 10 after the Saints and the Steelers got what, 22 or 23?
21.
21. Between picks 10 and 20, any teams need a quarterback?
I don't think so.
How comfortable do you feel with? Yeah, that's CJ Stroud's name.
Now, with that being said, though, going back to what you said before, did we think the Atlanta Falcons needed a quarterback last year?
Right, and that's why I was about to say a team like Seattle, who just picked up Sam Darnold, are they confident that he's going to be their guy? But I mean, they paid him, but are they confident that he's going to be their guy long term?
No,
if not,
I doubt it. I doubt that because that's
but see, you were under the Jets before you even get to the Saints. Do they take a quarterback? I don't think they will. I don't think they ultimately will. But do they? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's teams before that.
Here's what upsets me. Since you brought up the Jets, everybody that I'm seeing, NFL Network, ESPN, Fox, are saying Genty's going to the Jets. Why is that a thought process?
I don't see that one. Not with Breece Hall and Braylon Allen already there. I don't see that one.
They're saying they can control Genty's contract where Breece Hall is going to want a contract next season. That I do get, but not enough to pick up Genty.
You don't when you already got two running backs that are capable starters in the NFL in Breece Hall and Braylon Allen. You don't waste the number 7 pick on a quarterback. I don't think he's going to be there at 7, to be honest with you. I think the Raiders take him at 6.
Here's what throws me off about the Raiders. They made moves that goes against what the draft needs were, past tense. In other words, they need a quarterback. They got Geno Smith. They need a running back. They picked up Raheem Mostert.
Raheem Mostert's going to be hurt.
I get that. No, they still got a very young 2 years, Amir White. They still got Amir Abdullah. I'm saying, don't stop. All I'm saying is they made moves against what they need. In other words, they shouldn't have signed these guys. They should have signed other players. Raiders are confusing me. They could go for me.
But that's just like your Giants. They picked up Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston, and I don't think they will, but if they were to go after Shedeur Sanders or Jackson Dart, I wouldn't be surprised. Because those aren't long-term pieces.
No.
Zamir White had his chance to prove that he was capable of running the backfield. He didn't.
I agree. I'm just saying the organization made moves. They filled holes where they could have drafted those holes. That's what I'm saying.
but they didn't take themselves. I think them picking up Geno Smith was genius because now they don't have to force themselves into whatever quarterback is QB2 or 3 if they don't feel strongly about
Not only did they pick up Geno Smith, they extended him as well.
it. Right.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. So I think that was smart of them. Geno has proven that he can run Pete Carroll's system. He knows Pete Carroll's system. So you're good at quarterback. Go get Gianti at 6. So I don't even know why people are saying that he's going to be there at 7 for the Jets to get. So
How do you
I think the Jets go offensive line at 7.
how do you say his name?
Him?
GNT.
No. Is it Genti? I always said Genti.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I was asking. I didn't know.
Was
I felt like I
it
was
is
saying
GNT.
that
It's
was
like
wrong.
Gene T.
Right. I do want to make sure I don't butcher any more names that I need to.
I thought you was joking on me.
No, I don't know. I'm the last person to try to fix anybody.
But you do it to me every week.
Yeah, you mess up some random
Okay.
ass words.
And that's why I thought you was coming at me this time.
Not
That's
even
why I didn't say that.
words.
But anywho, I don't think he'll be there at 7 for the Jets. So I don't know why. I think he's going at 6.
I do agree. With that being said, I guess we give them the 2 minutes of fame. The Dallas Cowboys are in desperate need of a running back. I said 2 minutes. Fix your face. You text your brother. Let him chime in, Mr. Producer. Do they trade up for a GNT?
No.
No.
They just go into the regular season with Javonte Williams, and that's it.
Miles Sanders.
They not gonna trade up for a GNT. They'll look
Javonte
for
Williams
one of
and
the other guys. They have a couple of running backs.
Yeah, I was about to say
say
if they do go running back first round, I think they'll be okay taking Omarion Hampton from North Carolina.
Yeah.
But I don't think they go running back. I think they finally try to solve that receiver spot opposite CD Lamb
McMillan. There's a lot of
or Matthew Golden.
yeah. There's a lot of wide receivers. That Ohio State wide receiver is getting a lot of. He's moving up on a lot of people's draft boards.
Honestly, I can see Dallas going linebacker.
in the second round and Titans do the right thing.
He's gone the first 15 picks.
I can see Dallas going linebacker in the first round, simply because it's Jerry Jones in Dallas. I can 100% see that happening.
Almost choked.
Well, we'll put out our mock. We'll do our mocks later.
Any love for Cam Scatterbo?
Third
I like
round.
him, but he definitely gonna be a 4th round pick.
End of the second, top of the third.
Or at 12 for the Cowboys?
Nah.
If he a 1st round pick, that's something that Jerry Jones would do, being stupid. But yeah, that's definitely a reach.
We got speaking of the wide receivers, obviously the rookie wide receivers are getting a lot of talk this offseason, but for the wrong reasons. Isaiah Bond from Texas turned himself in, but his lawyers have released evidence saying he's being extorted, so hopefully he clears his name.
He filed a lawsuit.
He
Filed a
did.
defamation lawsuit.
Fine, but he still has a warrant and charges. You got to clear that first.
Yeah. He's arrested, but he did file a lawsuit.
You got to clear that first. The lawsuit got nothing to do with him clearing his name as far as being drafted next week.
Yeah, that's go hurt the stock right there. Let's go hurt the stock.
And obviously the LSU wide receiver who I don't think was going to be drafted anyway, considering his negligent homicide charge. I forgot his name. His name is not coming to mind right now.
Lacey.
Former LSU.
Lacey. Kyron Lacey. There we go. Yeah. Unfortunately, took his own life.
Fortunate situations.
I think that's a family matter, obviously, so we won't discuss too much of it. Maybe he didn't surround himself around the right people to help him go about that. But a lot of wide receivers are McMillan, or as he said, T-Mac. Call him T-Mac. That's going to be his nickname in the NFL.
You won't do it. Will not do Freakin' McGrady like that.
No, thank you.
Golden from Texas as well. Ohio State got 2 wide receivers, right?
Ohio State always has 2 wide receivers.
No, it's just the one.
Just the one. Egma, Egbekba, something.
Double E,
Lil E.
double E,
We agreed to call him Lil E.
Lil E. Okay.
Which wide receiver comes off the board first, and to who or whom?
I think it's gonna be McMillan that comes off the board first. To who? Dallas, maybe.
I think somebody in the top 10 will pick a wide receiver.
Oh,
This draft is not really
Who
talent
though?
heavy.
The draft is weird.
I mean, okay, hold up. Let me rewind it. Where are we playing Travis Hunter at?
Oh, Cleveland.
Well, he already said if you don't play
No,
both
what I'm
ways.
saying, if we're playing him at receiver, then that's gonna be the first one.
Cleveland will be
Right.
the one organization that will play in both ways.
Yeah, he already said if he don't play both ways, he's not playing football. So
Yeah,
Cleveland
I
is the
don't
one
believe
organization.
that at all.
The Browns is the one organization.
No,
I
I'm
know.
saying
let him do it.
no. I'm saying him saying if he don't play both ways, he gonna. I don't believe that at all.
They will limit his time on the defensive side, but he's gonna play both ways.
But no, yeah. So for me, yeah. If we're saying Travis Hunter at receiver, that'll be the first one. If we're saying anybody not named Travis Hunter, then McMillan maybe. To who? Dallas is for me, unless somebody trades up, is the first. I know you said top 10, but who in the top 10 is going to go quarterback? I mean, receiver. My bad.
Well, you're the statistician. Who's in the top 10?
Tennessee, Cleveland, your Giants, New England, Jacksonville, Raiders,
Yeah,
Jets, Carolina,
I can see the Jets.
New Orleans.
I can see the Jets get McMillan.
Jets need to fix that offensive line. I think they're going offense. I think they're going to go offensive.
But outside
Carolina?
of the one that
Carolina needs that. I think Carolina. I said this last week. I think Carolina's going to have a defense-heavy draft because that defense was terrible
here's
at all levels.
I'm glad you brought that up. Here's something I was thinking can happen. The Bears have a pick, don't they?
They pick at 10.
I'd like a wide receiver to go next to Romeo Odunze.
No.
They
DJ
didn't
Moore. They only got DJ Moore.
They didn't re-sign Keenan Allen. They only got
But they still got DJ Moore.
They only got 2 wide receivers though.
So you're gonna spend a top 10 pick when your defense needs help.
Well,
Their defense needs help too.
they spent their free agent money on defense. The Bears have done.
They didn't. What safety did they bring in?
I'm just saying, is there a safety that's worth picking the top 10?
Yeah, there's a couple of them. I don't know if they will. Their offensive line could still need that left tackle position is still up in
There's
the
only
air.
2 offensive line that's worth the top 10, and New England's getting 1 at 4. The other one might be the Jets at 5. 7?
There's 3. There's 3.
What?
You got you got Will Campbell from LSU. You got the boy from Missouri, and then Banks from Texas.
I was about to say,
I didn't think Banks was
offensive tackles, right?
I didn't think Banks was top 10.
They got him with a top 15 grade. I mean, 10 to 15. That ain't much off. That ain't off.
It's not much off, but I think the Bears did a lot of right this offseason. I give them that.
Yeah, they did a lot right, but they still got a lot to go though. And I think them picking a receiver at 10 would be a luxury
They're
that
not
they can't afford right now. Now,
right.
what's been floated is they might go tight end at 10 to pair with Cole Kmet.
I did see that today.
Somebody like a Tyler Warren from Penn State.
Yeah,
He
I
can
saw
play
that.
all over. He can line up as that other receiver.
I
He
did
got
see
that
that.
kind of speed.
I saw that earlier today, and maybe the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay take a step back, and the
But
Bears.
every team right now still has their first round pick. Like everybody still
Right.
has their first round pick. That's
Chicago,
right.
Chicago better try to keep Sweetness jersey clean. That's their first job.
That's why I think that's why I said offensive line because
say they don't need no friends. So
they need to go offensive line. Seriously.
I think so too. Offensive line or secondary.
Secondary. Kid out of Penn State. Penn State has one. He'd be perfect.
The other boy from Texas,
And the one from Texas. There you go. Oh, I have a question.
Yes,
How
sir.
far does Scatterboo fall?
We
we
discussed
talked about that while you were gone.
I'm sorry. My bad.
I said late second to the third round. I think we started going on Scatterboo watch late second.
I say third or fourth round.
I don't think he makes it to the fourth.
I can
He's
see
gonna
like
get somewhere between that late second to third.
if he goes third, he's gonna go very high in the third.
Yeah.
I got the Cowboys taking him in at 12.
That would be the most cowboy move ever.
That's just me.
Trying to tell you.
If he goes to the Cowboys at 12, Marcus Betts might trade in his Cowboys jersey.
He'll love it. He'll buy
I
a
can get it on fire.
he'll buy a cutoff Cam Scatterbo jersey.
Not a cutoff.
He'll change Ezekiel Elliott's number. Hopefully, he wears the same number to change the stitching. Either way, well, we can't deny the fact that it is WrestleMania weekend. So late in the weekend, so late in the month. Sorry, not the weekend. So late in the month. Yes, we know they wanted to get away from Final Four weekend, but why not have the games last weekend? Was that one Final Four was last weekend, wasn't it? No, it was 2 weeks ago.
No, 2 weeks.
I didn't understand the move, but yet they did it. Jesus rises in the morning, and the sun rises later on in Vegas, where WrestleMania weekend. I'm not excited this year. The stories are not leading me to be excited. Yes, I will watch, obviously, but is there a story that is a must watch this weekend, JB?
So before I get into this, let me first bring up the fact that I think it's a travesty that we don't have all of the championships being defended at WrestleMania. All these people have won championships. You have them as champions in your company, and you don't showcase them on your biggest pay-per-view or biggest premium live event.
I agree. Chelsea Green is getting robbed.
Chelsea Green, the Street Profits being on SmackDown. We were just talking about
Lyra and a tag team.
Lyra and a tag team. It's just ridiculous. And the Miz was spot on when he said it, but he was mad at the wrong people. You need to be mad at the other ones. I am hearing rumblings that that tag team match may become a triple threat for WrestleMania. It depending on what happens on Friday. That's neither here nor there.
Before you give me the answer, I'm gonna just go right back to you. Here's what I am thinking the WWE is doing, and it's been leading this way for some years now. Everybody always looks forward to the Raw after WrestleMania, right? For new superstars, right?
WrestleMania is garbage the last few years,
right? No, right? And you're right. It hasn't been that, but everybody looks forward to it because it's like opening day of wrestling, right? Now, what WWE has been doing, I don't know if you guys have noticed, is the Friday before WrestleMania has been a mini PLE. And I think that's what we're trying to establish.
Yeah, because it's SmackDown comes first.
It has to be must watch leading into WrestleMania. I think that's what they're trying to do. But you know what I'm saying? So that's where the rest of the titles, future-wise, might go. And I get it. The payday is not the same. The look is not the same. TV is not the same because we can watch it on DVR. Blah, blah, blah. I understand what you're saying.
These guys get new wrestling attire and everything else for WrestleMania, and you go waste it on SmackDown.
No, I get it. But it is in Vegas. It is live. It is. They're not doing. They separated the Hall of Fame from SmackDown. You know, years past, the last 2-3 years have been right there.
Right after, yeah.
So maybe
they go do that next year too. So.
Type SmackDown tomorrow night. That's what I'm saying.
I hear what you're saying, but it's still garbage.
Yeah, I don't
like it. I'm with Jim on that one. I don't like
you got rid of Night of Champions, which was the PLE that you had for all of them to be, defended, and said that you was going to defend everything at WrestleMania, and you're not doing it. So that's just a garbage decision on their part. Hopefully they they decide to change it up eventually. But to answer your question, the storyline, I really don't know, because you have John Cena possibly and probably winning the record 17 world championship. The main event for Saturday, which is Reigns, Punk, and Rollins, there's no significance to why they're main eventing that day. Is just there's no significance to the match. Like, they don't win anything. It's just
Now, I'm a little bit intrigued now that Seth Rollins claimed he has a favor.
Right.
I am intrigued a little bit by how that went a little bit left.
Yeah.
And I am intrigued a little bit by that.
I'm with you.
I am intrigued, and I'm intrigued because I am hearing rumblings that somebody is coming back, but there has been no confirmation on that, so I'm not going to say it.
I'm hoping it's not Brock Lesnar.
I don't want to see him coming back at all.
We don't want that.
Yeah, Amir, I need you to translate that, Carlos, because I don't know what that says. I do not want to see Charlotte Flair win. What the hell is that?
I want them to get her some better bottoms, because I'm so tired.
She's
boy
she extra thick. I don't.
What does it say?
You talk about basketball.
We did that. I don't want to see Charlie Flair win. They built Tiffany up.
He can't see that.
You did that on YouTube. They built Tiffany up too much to just drop her right now just because Charlotte is back. That don't make sense.
Yeah, I think Tiffany wins out.
The Jey Uso Gunther match is it was kind of weird that they just had him all of a sudden. Now he's scared. I don't know how to talk. I don't know what to do, and he don't know how to hit his moves and all this stuff.
I'm not.
That's the weirdest thing ever.
I'm over the yeet part.
You never over yeet.
I'm actually hoping he doesn't win. If I'm being honest,
he's gonna win. They building up for him to win.
I want him to win
because since the pandemic, he has been the one constant for WWE.
By SummerSlam, he's not.
And that's the thing that sucks. Last year, the only person that still has their title from that won it as WrestleMania last year is Cody Rhodes. Everybody else lost that SummerSlam. Everybody. Which, I mean, that's weird. Why?
Cody Rhodes only defended that title 2-3 times. He barely defended that the whole year. So that's something else they dropped the ball.
That's who I'm over.
Yeah, and Cody definitely Cody's gonna lose, and then they go do something. John Cena go, I'm not giving the belt back, and they go have some type of big thing. So they go have a big battle royal or something, so somebody else could be named champion while John Cena gallivanting around with the other title, so he can bring back his spinner championship and destroy wrestling for all of the fans, as he said. As you see, and if you look at his hats, you know how the C normally has the little thing going through it.
We saw the video.
We got
video.
They have a whole video on that.
Oh, I didn't see it. I was just looking at the.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, the C is on top of the you can't part.
So, and see, my only question after this, I already know Cody's dropping the belt, but when is he gonna get it back? Because you got to finish the story, quote unquote, because The Rock keeps saying it. So when does he get the belt back so that him and Rock can face? Because at some point
he doesn't. So here's
you don't need the belt though.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I think that's the whole thing. They don't want him to face The Rock with the belt, so it wouldn't really be
they already
big thing on the line.
When The Rock took the belt for CM Punk after he was champion for over a year plus, and he took it to Mania and dropped it to John Cena way back in 2012, 2013, whatever it was.
Right.
The Rock has nothing to do with the title. He won't be the champion, but The Rock got 2 matches left in him. Two. The next is
Cody Reigns and Cody Rhodes.
That's it. He got 2 matches left in him.
I agree.
Yeah,
I don't like the fact that they let Solo Sikoa start talking, because as soon as he started talking, he just immediately got boring, and it was like, okay, I'm done with you.
But they did start something last week with Solo and Randy Orton going toe to toe, so maybe they'll do something tomorrow night at SmackDown and add those two
which is
into
good.
WrestleMania. So
Randy
Randy
definitely deserves a
Mania
Mania match.
Yeah.
They better have R-Truth on TV in some way, shape, or form. He is
Yeah.
WWE's version of Jameis Winston. They are both ridiculous.
unless
You got
somehow there's a work that Kevin Owens was playing about his neck and he shows up, which I can see that happening. I can see Kevin Owens doing something like that.
No, he really had surgery. He
Yeah.
got hurt in a match against Rey Mysterio in January.
But
Yeah.
WWE didn't show anything about video. You know what I'm saying? I'm just
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's not hurt. He did a ladder match, but he should have been dead from his
He
match.
definitely should have been.
Cody Rhodes. So
And where's Sami Zayn?
He got folded up too. He's on the show.
yeah, I think he had neck surgery as well.
Yeah, he had neck surgery.
But either way, so we're not looking forward. What are we looking forward to this weekend?
Wait,
Definitely
WrestleMania?
not the Undertaker Dead Man show.
WrestleMania? Me, from a pure storyline point of view, Jade Cargill and Naomi. I want to see where they take this one. You know what I mean? Like after the fact, like how they incorporate Bianca back into that.
Yeah, because they definitely hiding something with Bianca being involved.
That story, I want to see. Bianca is already basically a heel now.
Can I add something to that?
Sure.
That's a night one. Night two, I can see Jade Cargill getting involved in her match.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah. So that storyline for me is the one that I'm most intrigued about.
And we couldn't get Bailey a different tag team partner.
Why did Bailey even have to? Why didn't they just put her and Lyra for the IC title at Mania and
That's
be
my
done
thing.
with it?
Why does
Exactly.
she even need to be in a tag team?
Well, because they
Exactly.
had nobody for Liv. That's the issue. Liv was supposed to be.
So for me, like you got teams that are actually tag teams.
Right.
But you know what I think they were banking on?
They not getting no love. Kaden Carter and what's the other little girl name?
Katana Chance.
Katana Chance.
What
I love that tag team.
I think they were
They
banking on.
actually have tag team moves.
They were actually banking on Becky Lynch coming back. Bailey was gonna take the IC strap from Lyra, and Becky and Lyra were gonna go and take the tag titles from Liv and what's her name?
Yeah, I don't see Becky coming back like at all.
Right. I don't see it coming back. And they were banking on that, and
Yeah,
it didn't happen. So now
Bianca's already basically. She said she want Bianca to go heel. Bianca's been doing heelish shit the last couple of weeks, so she's pretty much already heading that way. Hey, I thought we could curse now.
I don't know, but that was late
Why you
anyway.
beeping me? Don't censor me.
It
God
was
damn
late
it.
anyway.
I'm gonna say we can't cuss. Shit. What the hell?
Don't censor me with that bull.
Is that all that? Oh, shit.
It's still coming late.
Either
Right.
way, we're looking
No,
forward.
but Bianca's basically already doing heelish stuff. So
We're
she's
looking
going
forward.
when she came out in that all black for the contract signing, I was like, "Yep, it's happening."
It seems so.
Big fella, what you got for us?
So we've had a record being broke recently.
I don't either.
Ovechkin, amazing. And congratulations. Wonderful.
I didn't realize he was playing that long. That's
I
crazy.
know, right? It seems like forever. But he has now joined an exclusive club for hockey. 100 goals. Who are the other two members of the 100 goal club for hockey?
Wayne Gretzky and Jaromir Jagr.
100 goals. He got like 800 of them.
Yeah, but he joined the club that only 3 people are in. Him, he has 800. Got it. But there's only 3 people total that have 100 goals or more. Him,
I'm not understanding the question.
I don't
Gretzky,
understand
Those are
because he has way more than 100.
What? So nobody else got 100 goals? Not Sidney
Yeah,
Crosby,
nobody.
not Jaromir Jagr, not
Are you talking about in a season?
apparently season.
oh
He had
yeah,
100
you gotta make
goals.
that clear.
In one season.
Wayne Gretzky.
Gordie
Gretzky,
Howe?
Gordie Howe.
No, that's the top 3 800 people.
Right, that's 800 though. Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
see, 100. I'm
That's
sorry.
a top 3 800.
Why did I keep saying 800? 100. I'm sorry.
I don't know.
800. I'm
And
sorry.
we kept correcting the 100. We kept questioning the 100, and you was like,
And I
yeah,
kept saying, like, yeah, whatever. I know that was my fault. Now the other one I was going to say.
we sitting there saying 100. You like, yeah, I know what I said.
What are you drinking? What's in your cup, big fella?
I know, right? I'm tripping. Sorry.
Is he drinking what you didn't Sunday?
But also this week, it was acknowledged that we had another member of the averaging a triple double club.
Yeah,
Joker.
The Joker.
How many people have done it, and what's the total number?
3.
What's the total number that they have combined of seasons with?
I don't know that, but I know Russell Westbrook, Oscar Robinson, and Joker. I don't know how many though.
I'm gonna go with
Westbrook got 4 in a row. I know that.
What did you say?
So Joker got 1, so that's 5.
I'm gonna go
And
with
Oscar Robinson had a few.
10.
Let's say 20. Because Oscar Robinson had a bunch.
no. I'm gonna go 8 total.
You say 20?
11. Let me go 11. 11 sounds better.
Because I said 10.
I didn't even hear you say 10, to be honest with you.
Literally, it's only 6. Big O only has 1 season.
Oh, he only had 1?
He only has 1 season. Jokic has 1, and Russell Westbrook got 4.
Yeah.
Well, at least I counted 1 right.
He said, "At least I got the 1 right." No, didn't you say 4?
I did say 4 for Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
You just got thrown off with the big O.
You said
Either way.
Oh, and also, we need to give homage to Green Jacket winner,
What?
the Masters.
Oh, Rory
Who almost lost it?
McIlroy.
Rory.
He joined that exclusive club because he has all 5
Grand Slam winner. Grand Slam winner.
He has the Grand Slam.
Grand Slam champion. And also congratulations to Paige Bucher being number 1 draft pick in the WNBA draft.
I'm curious about
I hate how quick they turn around and do the WNBA draft. Like
right? Yeah,
They playing the
the
summertime.
college basketball season was over for like 2 days, and then there was the draft.
The
They
season starts next week.
playing the summertime.
The season starts
No
next week.
garbage. I don't like it. Huh? What you say, man?
The season starts next month.
Like
I
literally.
know. I still don't like it.
You don't
Now,
have to like it. You just have to watch it.
I am curious about the number. I think she was number 2 draft pick from France.
Oh, 6'6". That's what I'm gonna call her because I can't say her name.
She is a problem.
She dunking with ease.
Like straight ease. She is
19, huh?
19, athletic as all outdoors. So this should be it'll be quite interesting.
What's her
to
name?
see.
Malonga? Is that her
You're
name?
not doing that. You're not doing that. Don't pretend like I can pronounce that. You're not doing that. That ain't what you did. You didn't mean that. You didn't mean that. Mm-mm.
I'll look it up. I think that's her name though, Malonga.
I think you sound. It sounds about right, but
He said it sounds about right.
All right, Mr. Producer, take us out.
I was just about to ask if we was ready. So look, y'all. Some people like football, basketball, and baseball, while others like soccer, and NASCAR, but not the Celtics,
This is Haka.
Socket.
and definitely not the Braves. But right here, all sports matter. And
Hater.
we out.
What a damn
Yeah.
hater.